Good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lovers Society with me, Gert Retief, and tonight we are talking a Macallan, a Night on Earth, bottled at 43% ABV, natural color, and of course there must be some chill filtration. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a rant. Full disclosure, I am a Macallan fan. As you can see behind here is quite a couple of Macallans. Had loads of Macallan in my life, and well, that was one of those whiskies that I wanted to try for many years. Couldn't afford it. It is quite expensive even years ago. So whenever I had the opportunity to try it or buy it, I was always excited. But lately, it's been a struggle. Really a struggle for me to spend that kind of money on a whiskey that is mediocre at best, and the prices are just crazy. Now, before I started this video, I had a look. Now, if we look at the Macallan, a Night on Earth, 43% ABV, 3% over the bare minimum requirement, and I bought a sample. Of course, there's no way in hell that I am going to pay 159 euros. This was the shop where I bought the sample from, and I paid €10.31 for 3 centiliters, 3 milliliters. So very small little bottle. Now I had a look. What is available from the core range and how much am I going to pay for it? Remember, this is a no age statement whiskey. If I look, and I downloaded some photos with the prices. Now this is from an online store in Holland, and a 12-year-old double cask is going to be $74.95. 12 years old. And of course, I think they are all 40% ABV. Then you have the Macallan 12-year sherry cask. I do love the sherry cask, so much better than the double oak for me, and €100. The funny thing is that all of these prices at this online store are discounted now. The 12-year-old double cask was $82.95, now $74.95. If you look at the Macallan sherry cask, 12 years old, was 120, it's now 100. Now I thought, yeah, maybe they're having a quick sale. But when I move on to the 15-year-old, and they're telling me the 15 was 169.95, and now it's 154.95. What's going on here? Are they not be able to sell these whiskies? Then of course the 18-year-old, I love the 18-year-old, and I would love to have one, but double cask one, the Covent Garden variety one, 18 years old, was €330, now it's $280. That's quite a big discount that they are giving. They are not selling these things. Macallan 18-year-old sherry cask, hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, was €665. They are now selling it or trying to get rid of it at €500. No way in hell I'm paying that. Now for me, the one that we are talking today, on this website, is $119.95, was $154.95. So yeah, this is the only way, and you can go through all of the Macallans that they have. It's being discounted. It means, for me anyway, that stock is sitting there. They are not getting their money out of these whiskies. People are fed up of paying this stupid amount of money, especially when it comes to a no age statement whiskey or the age statement whiskies, and you slap a 43% ABV on it. People are fed up. They definitely need more. Now, as I said, I am a fanboy. I love them. So I'm always hopeful. if I spend this amount of money, like at this store, 159 euros, or if I can get it at a discount at the one in Holland, and that was for 120 euro. Am I willing to pay 120 euro? Well, today we are going to find out. I'm not so sure for a no age statement whiskey. I think they are just taking the piss out of us. Hence, of course, the thumbnail. It is Mannekepis. It is a little boy peeing. It is the most famous statue in Belgium, and loads and loads of people come just to see this little guy peeing in the pond. Well, that's what I'm feeling now. Is Macallan peeing on us, the consumer, by charging this amount of money for whiskey? When it came out, I also noted on their own website, you can buy this one at 105. Still a no age statement whiskey. For me, of course, it's impossible to get it here if I have to bring it in from UK to Belgium. Import taxes and duties after Brexit, it's not going to be possible. It's probably going to be 160, 170 euros. So yeah, color-wise, it does say on a bottle it is natural color. So just to give you a little bit more information on this whiskey, I wrote everything down. A limited edition, A Night on Earth, The Journey. Ooh, they do like to play the fiddle with regards to their wording. A single malt scotch whiskey from the Highlands. This annual release, A Night on Earth, A Journey, is unique expression creating using perfectly balanced combination of exceptional, I have to know, it's exceptional first full American ex-bourbon cask, and then along with European and American sherry seasoned oak cask. A double case made in collaboration with Chinese artist Nini Sum, dressing this bottle. Of course, that dressing of that bottle made a huge influence on the taste as well. Now, I normally do not go into the nosing and tasting notes that they say they should be, but I was just curious. Now, we know that Macallan is known for spending a fortune on their public relations, and I think that's why they seem to be very successful. They can bullshit their way through anything. And I think that is where they catch out a lot of people that are new to whiskey, people that see a Macallan and in their minds it is prestigious. And yeah, if you look at all the expressions that they are producing, they are just cranking them out, and there's a lot of suckers out there, me included, that like to buy them. Now, I will go through their tasting notes and I will give my tasting notes. They say, what do they say? On the nose, toasted oak, creamy steamed rice and coconut milk pudding. Now, I'm not a fan of any of these rice pudding. Citrus fruits, vanilla and oat biscuits. Now, that is what they're on the nose. For me, cheers. Now, if for me, they do say there's a sherry seasoned cask involved. I'm not really get much of that sherry. It is very light. There's a hint of that fruit note. They say citrus fruit. I'm not sure which citrus fruit they are referring to, but I'm not getting any of that. But there is a hint of a raisin in there. That oak influences is definitely there. So I think the majority of the maturation was in that ex-bourbon. So the lightness, fruity, little apple maybe, and definitely not that citrus note that they are talking about. So there's a light vanillas coming out. And if I really, really stretch my imagination, I might consider that coconut flavors in there, a little nutty note, but where they get the steamed rice, steamed rice from, I don't know. I'm not sure if I have ever smelled steamed rice, but I'm definitely not getting there. It is, I think it's so much similar to all of the whiskies, the no age statement whiskies. So very much the same. I was a little bit surprised. It's definitely not a sweet one or very sweet on the nose. Of course, with that 43% ABV, you can shake it as much as you want, stick your nose in there. The alcohol is almost non-existing. Well, you must also understand I'm used to high ABV whiskey. It smells a little bit watered down for me. Not unpleasant, but definitely nothing complex, nothing that shouts out, you can pay a lot of money for this. The lowest price I could find was that 105, not affordable for me here. 120 if I can buy it here. So yeah, the nose does not tell me it's worth that amount of money. On the taste, cheers. If I look at their notes, they say, it's a burst of effervescent citrus fruit. Bubbly. Bubbly my ass. There's nothing bubbly. I can get that vanilla, a little bit of a toffee note, not getting any sherry influence note. They are talking about lemon and lime. Definitely nothing lemon and lime here. Creamy vanilla, sponge, and toasted coconut. Now, vanilla I can get. A little bit of a toffee note I can get. Sponge. Let me just try again. It's actually quite sweeter on the taste than on the nose. Again, very light. Again, no fruit components in it. Might be that raisin. Not really sure, but it's more like a little bit of a toffee note coming out. Definitely not screaming sherry cask for me. The alcohol at that 43% is just a tad higher than expected. There is a little bit of a nice warmth appearing that coats your mouth, that sweetness and the heat, and not unpleasant again. Now from the nose to the taste, pleasant, friendly, not overly complex, but that is the problem that I have. Now, I know this was created, I think, for the Chinese market, Chinese New Year. So I think it's a gimmick whiskey. It's a whiskey for the Chinese market, and they are hoping a lot of them will end up there to celebrate. It is a nice box. It's a colorful box. They are selling it to a high volume market, hoping to make a lot of money. That's how I feel. Taking the piss out of the consumers that they think we are just plain stupid. Now, of course, we're not adding water to it. It's something that I cannot recommend. If I would tell anybody, go out, buy it, you're going to be blown away, it will be a total joke. And it's not even April Fool's Day. It is really, I'm sorry, Macallan, but you cannot go on like this. People are really getting upset. Now, is this something that I will recommend? No. Is this something that I would buy? Give it for me for €50? I might consider it, but I will also be very cautious. I think it just makes me angry that Macallan think that we can keep on well. Macallan think that they can ask what they want and we, the sheep, will be buying it. Now, my personal opinion, definitely they are really taking the we out of it. Let's calm the nerves a little bit down. Definitely something that I would not recommend. If you are a Macallan fan like myself, don't bother. Well, maybe you like it. It's only my humble opinion, and I would suggest Put it in a comment, let me know what you think. And of course, as usual, please remember to like, share and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Cheers.